it. We don't just see it, we breathe it. Speak life to it till we receive it. Let see and watch it grow. Faith in motion, let it flow. For what's hidden now unfolding. If you can dream it, you can hold it. Yeah. JCOM Creations. Create what you imagine. Hello and good evening. This is Mary E. Williams. I am the owner and creator of JCOM Creations, where we create what you imagine. And I am on here live for briefly for a Brandon tutorial, free live Brandon tutorial. Hey, Creative with Todd, Katrina. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you, ladies, for being on here. And I'm just going to come on tonight. I'm just talking, giving some tips about branding. What is branding? The importance of branding. So I'm learning. Thank you, ladies, for joining me. I'm going to share my screen. So give me a moment here. And we're talking about going from invisible to visible. Let me see here. If you can see my screen, can you see my screen? If you can see my screen, let me know. All right, well, I hope you can see my screen. Okay, great. I'm gonna try to fix it. But this is what we got for now. So I'm not gonna be here long. Just wanted to, oh, here we go. Let me see. There we go. Welcome you to the live. Been talking about branding. All right, thank you so much. Been talking about branding and some of the importance of branding. So tonight we're going to be on talking about branding and what branding is. So again, I am Mary Williams, Mary E. Williams, the owner and creator of JCOM Creations, where we create what you imagine. And I am operating tonight as a branding coach or your branding specialist. So we'll be on. And tonight, just this is the fundamentals, it's beginner friendly about branding and what is branding. So this is targeted for churches, church leaders, small businesses, athletic clubs, athletic club leaders, event planners, nonprofits, new businesses. If you're trying to establish your business and trying to establish yourself to the public, these are some fundamentals that will help you with your branding. And so what is branding is a question that's asked a lot. What is branding? Like I said, we're just going to dive right in. What is branding? So branding, a lot of people think that branding is a logo, which I have a logo. I have my JCOM Creations logo on my shirt. So some people think that you get your really cute logo and then that's your brand and that's it. Some people think it's just the colors that you like or that you use and then that's it. Someone may think that, again, it's like a t-shirt or promotional products, tumblers and things of that nature. But branding is much more than that. So branding is the reputation of your company and of your business. It's what people say about you when you're not in the room. So I hear people say, when they talk about my business, they say, well, she creates what you imagine. I love to do custom items and take an idea and bring it to life. And that's what my slogan is, creating what you imagine. And that's what people say about me, the experience. So the reputation is the experience, it's the message, and it's the trust. All of those things go into a brand, to your brand. So it's more than a logo. Let me see. And so when you're building your brand and building your business, it's like a garden, the garden of your business. So you have the idea, that's the seed. You have the equipment, because you will need equipment depending on whatever, what your business is. You're going to have some type of equipment. If you open up a restaurant, you're going to need cooking utensils. If you are a crafter, you're going to need crafting utensils. If you are an athletic club, you're going to need workout equipment, football, basketball, or whatever. So you have to have the equipment. So the equipment is the soil that you planted in, and then taking those things and continuing to learn. Like tonight, learning is the watering of the business. Is the watering. You take the seed, the idea that you have to open up the athletic club, to open up your crafting business, to open up your restaurant, your cake business, or whatever it is. And that's the seed. You plant it by purchasing the things that you need and need to run it, and then watering it is learning. You learn how to bake the cakes, you learn how to make the icing, you learn how to coach. If you have the athletic club, you learn how to do whatever it is that entails your business. And even tonight is learning. That's the watering it and tending to it. That helps it to grow and flourish. So the myth is that it's just a logo, colors on a t-shirt, but the reality is it's your reputation, your message. This is live, so you get what you get. I got dogs in the background. So it's the equipment, the people, the experience that you have with people, and what people remember about you. All of that comes into your brand. Let me see. I'm trying to see what's going on. Oh, okay. That's my husband coming in. Hope he's going to join me on my live. So part of your brand is your visibility, your branding framework, the simple steps or the roadmap that you take to go from invisible to visible, from credible and to be credible and unforgettable. A brand is not built in just a day, but it's built one intentional step at a time. So you have to be intentional about it. You don't just wake up and say, hey, now I'm this brand, and then go on and never do anything. And even after you get your brand, when you think about some of the larger companies, like for instance, we'll talk about Gerber. When you hear Gerber, you automatically think of certain things. You think about the audience that they serve. You think about the credibility of it. You think about the history behind it, the legacy of it. When you think about Gerber, you don't think about tractor, gardening, or a foreman. You think about parents with small babies and nourishing them and good quality food. So those are some of the things. So visibility is your vision, your identity, your story. Then your identity again, build, launch, and elevate. So vision is to set the big picture, to set a clear direction. Now I'm looking off to the side because I can see it better on the side. Know who you serve, and what makes you unique. Hey, Shay. Your story is share your story about why you built or you started your business. Your identity, you want to create a consistent look and feel, and a voice that stands out. So your brand, it speaks before you. So when we talk about McDonald's, I don't have to say much about McDonald's. If I say McDonald's, so many things happen. Put in the chat what happens. When I say McDonald's, what's the first thing you think of? The first thing that comes to mind. For me, the first thing that comes to mind are the golden arches. The next thing that comes to mind is when I was growing up, I loved their French fries. I thought they had the best French fries out of all the fast food companies that I had experienced at the time. And then Big Macs, another one. Again, like when you think about Gerber, you think about um, the jar with the baby on it. Somebody said a Happy Meal. When you think about McDonald's, you think about a Happy Meal. Yes. So build, launch, and elevate. Build your brand assets and lay a solid foundation. Launch with purpose and make your brand visible. And then we'll talk about elevate. Elevate your brand as it continues to grow. You don't want to just get your logo and get your product and then that's the end of it. It's something that's a continual thing. So, vision. Your vision is the foundation for everything you build. It all starts with a vision. When Gerber decided to create um, this baby food, I'm sure there was a story behind it. And then there was a vision on how to create quality food that parents could depend on and that babies could eat and nourish. So I have a few other companies I talk about. So you want to define your purpose. What is your purpose? When I started JCOM Creations, my purpose was to provide, to be a support for small businesses, churches, athletic clubs, to provide custom, premium quality, custom apparel and keepsakes. And I have evolved over time to now I want to help with branding for those same audience, but I want to help them to brand and help them to understand how to brand for their business so they can grow and elevate in those areas. So that's so it says define your purpose, set your direction, and then create a lasting impact. So those are some things. So write your brand vision in one clear sentence. So my one clear sentence is JCOM Creations is here to support churches, small businesses, and athletic clubs as they to help them with their branding and to stand out. So that's what I'm here. That's who I support. So your vision is the compass that keeps your brand on course. When challenges comes, it's not what you do, it's why you do it. So I'm here to support small businesses, churches. I definitely support churches and athletic clubs. I want to be a support for them to help them in the custom apparel area, so they have quality products and keepsakes that will last, that will capture memories for a lifetime, but also to support them as they expand or they establish their brand, to help them to understand their brand and to get a clear foundation on that. And I do that because just to help them, because I know how challenging it can be. And know your audience. I just identified my audience. Who is your audience? So for instance, Tiffany doesn't sell to infants or parents. That's not its audience. Marriott again, its audience is not necessarily parents. So let me see here. I got a few notes. Let me find my notes here. So for instance, Gerber is for parents of babies. Marriott is for travelers. And then I'm trying to think of this other company that they do. Let me see. So we got the hotels, and I'm trying to think of like Caterpillar. They're they work for farmers. They know their audience. They don't advertise to travelers. They don't advertise to parents um, with children. They advertise to people who need big equipment to do big jobs with foremen and things of that nature. So know your audience and serve with purpose. Um, think who you're trying to reach. Learn, the clearer you are about your audience, the easier it is to create a message that they connect to. If Gerber were trying to appeal to um, we'll say musicians, that's not going to go well, because yes, there may be a musician that is a parent, but if you're trying to sell the Yamaha equipment, you're not going to want to appeal to parents. You're going to appeal to musicians, maybe churches, or church musicians, or just musicians in general. And the clearer you are in that, the easier it is. So you can't speak to everyone. Find who your audience is and speak directly to them. Clarity about your audience makes marketing so much easier. So your brand challenge here is, before tomorrow, answer these questions. Think about it. Who are they? What products do they have? What products do they need? Okay, what problem do they need solved? So for me, the churches and small businesses, the problem that they need solved was, when I started JCOMs, they needed someone to support them with good quality products that could represent them, custom products that could represent them and represent their church or their small business. What are you hoping to achieve? That's it. And why should they choose me? They should choose me because I offer the quality. I just kind of answered all of it. I offer quality products to small businesses, churches, and athletic clubs. That one sentence kind of says it all. So become clear on that. And then your story. Every brand has a story. Why did you come into existence? And all of these things play a part in your branding. And make your story worth remembering. Because I have a passion for churches, being a minister and a pastor. It's important to me that churches are represented, that churches have the best of everything. And sometimes church leaders don't know where to find certain things. So it was important to me that I was there to support, that I'm there to support churches and small businesses, even large ones. I don't discriminate. It's important to me that they are able to find it. A lot of times the small businesses don't have the revenue or the resources as the larger ones, but they still need support. They still need good quality products. They still need to know how or where to get good quality products. Sometimes they need direction, excuse me, and clarity on how to find those things. So that's my journey. So share your journey. People relate to that. And then the transformation, the impact that I've made on their lives. I have a repeat customer. She's a pastor's wife. And she comes to me. They always ordering when they need things. They want their church to be represented well, and she doesn't trust anyone else. I like that. She comes to me, and even sometimes with other churches, they'll recommend someone, and she's like, no, you need to get with JCOM Creations. So that's the transformation, the good quality products that they know that they can depend on. How do you bring your vision to life every day? Some of the things that we need a website. Your website is your home. Social media in today's time, I may have to grab me a bottle of water. I forgot to get it. In today's time, social media, that's where advertising is. Some people still watch television, but a lot of people they go to social media to find things. My daughter-in-law, Excuse me, I'm gonna have to grab a water. Give me just a second. All right, sorry about that. Like I said, this is real life. I meant to grab my water before I started. So my daughter-in-law, when she's looking like going out of town or looking for a new restaurant, she goes to TikTok. That's where she finds places in whatever city she's going to. She gets the recommendations from there. When I was growing up, we would get the yellow pages and we would go. But in today's time, social media is the yellow page. So we definitely, your business, your church needs to have a social media presence and then have good quality products. Those products should be quality. I've purchased some things from people, t-shirts we'll say, and you wash the shirt one time and all of the lettering and everything starts to crack and peel. So your products for your business, you want to have good products. Customer service, customer experience, as I stated, for me, my repeat customer, and not only is she a repeat customer, but I have gotten good business from her because she recommends me because the experience is so good. And then also have a community where you get advocates. Happy customers become your loudest cheerleader. And that's what she's done for me. Share your brand with the world. Share who you are and what you do. Plan a launch if you haven't already, or even if you're trying to reestablish yourself, plan a launch. Think about it, write it out, plan it out. Spread the word. Social media is the best way to spread it. Show up consistently. Don't show up on Mondays, the first Monday of the month, and then they don't hear from you again until the last Wednesday of the month. When we think about some of these brands, their commercials, you see them all the time. You turn on the television, they stay in front of you. And a lot of times that's why we try certain things, is because they stay in front of us. The word is spread and they show up consistently and create a momentum. For the last 20 some odd days, I've been talking about branding and leading up to this. And then I have a few more days, so I'm going to really focus on that. I got a little momentum going, showing up consistently, and then celebrate your milestones. When you get to a point, maybe you start off on social media. Well, you got your brand, you got your cake baking business, you got your brand, and you do your launch. You start your social media page and you get to 100 followers, celebrate that. When you get to 200 followers, celebrate that. Acknowledge your wins and build deeper connections. And how do you take your brand to the next level? You want to elevate your brand by adding value. So I talked about a couple of different companies. So we'll talk about, let me go back. Let me get back to my notes. So for instance, Gerber, we talked about Gerber. The audience is parents of babies. The value that they add is that they're trusted nutrition and care for healthy child development. Gerber gives parents confidence that they're providing safe, nutritional food products for their children. Parents can trust it. Or Marriott. Marriott, the audience is business, travelers, vacationers, and family. When you think about Marriott, you don't think about chicken Alfredo. You think about a place to stay. So the value that they have is comfort, consistency, and dependable hospitality. Guests know that they can expect a clean room, quality service, and a reliable experience, whether they're traveling for work or leisure. Tiffany is for luxury shoppers, couples, and gift buyers. That's the audience. What do they provide? What is the value they provide? They provide timeless luxury craftsmanship and meaningful celebrations. Now, Tiffany is not the only company that provides stainless steel jewelry. A lot of times, that's the majority of what it is. They're not the only company, but they have positioned themselves as a luxury company to provide quality and craftsmanship. Then the last one I'm going to talk about is McDonald's. McDonald's, the audience is families, busy professionals, and value conscious consumers. The value that they add is that it's fast, affordable, and you get consistent meal. Customers know they can get familiar food quickly. That Big Mac, those French fries that I talked about, you can get it there. So you want to add value, you want to build relationships, and then increase your research, expand your audience without losing your focus. Measure and adjust. When you're building your brand, you may have a little momentum going, but then every so often go back and reevaluate. Today is August 1st. If you set goals for January 1st or the end of December, go back and reevaluate those goals. See where they are. See what you can tweak. See what you can do a little different. See what you can add or take away, or maybe turn it around. That way you can elevate. Growth happens when you refuse to stay comfortable and you commit to becoming better every day. That's what this is about, a commitment to become better and grow. And marketing that connects. All of this is part of your branding. Marketing is not about you, it's about serving your audience. We just talked about Gerber, Tiffany, McDonald's, Marriott. They have an audience and they serve them consistently. They nourish those relationships. Those by being consistent in what they offer. You go to McDonald's, you're not going to get, you're not going to get a T-bone steak, but you're going to get something that you can get that Big Mac or that Happy Meal. You can grab it quickly. You can get on the go. You and your family is going to get full. You're not going to spend a lot of money. You're traveling on vacation. You go to Marriott. You're going to have a nice, clean room. And that the customer service is going to be there. So that's building the relationships, the consistency, engage with purpose, start connections that solve problems and speak meaningful interactions. Again, some of the same thing. This is all part of that. Promote your value. What's the value? I create what you imagine. I provide premium quality products. For custom products, I promote that. The value is that you can depend on it. You can depend on it being the same. And then analyze and adapt, same thing. Sometimes you may have to readjust, look at it. Tools and resources. So you got design tools, equipment. So design tools create stunning visuals with ease. If you're into crafting or even with your logo, with your products. Content tools, plan, create, organize your content. Your content, again, as I stated, in today's time is so valuable. Being on social media, your website and email tools, those things are important. Having a website that's easy to navigate, email tools where your customers can reach out to you and you can reach out to them. Automation tools. Now, I'm still working on mine. Don't get me wrong. That saves time and it stays consistent on autopilot. And I'm working on that, I admit. And then analytical tools. I have that as it relates to my social media. You want to be sure to take advantage of those things. Again, in today's time, social media is where the advertisement is. That's where people come to connect. That's where people come to look for you. So you want to make sure you have a good social media presence and take advantage of those resources. Be authentic. Authenticity builds trust. Be real, be you, be memorable. I'm just authentic. You don't have to, Tiffany doesn't have to try to be um, Marriott. Just be Tiffany. Just provide what you provide and be okay with what you provide. Um, Tiffany doesn't have to be McDonald's. They don't need any Big Mac sauce. They have charms and bracelets and necklaces. So be authentic in who you are. It helps to build trust. It attracts the right people. If if Tiffany was to go out and start saying, uh, "Come over here for a free meal," or "Come get you a snack or something," that's not going to last long because that's not who they are and that's not what they do. That's not who they appeal to. But they have the quality or the luxury jewelry, the custom handcrafted, the custom jewelry. Says timeless luxury craftsmanship and help to celebrate meaningful celebration. And it sets them apart. So when you do that for your own business, it sets you apart and it leaves a lasting impression. Being authentic, positioning, define your own unique value, own your niche. You don't have to compete with anyone. Even the person that has something similar to you is not the same. It may be similar. Yes, maybe you both offer tumblers, but there's something unique about your tumbler. Something unique about the way that you promote your tumbler. Even if you make the same, well, it won't be the same but it can be similar. It's still going to be unique with your touch. Be clear, be consistent, deliver on your promise. If you say it'll be ready, that orders from beginning to end will take 5 days, be clear on your promise. If something comes up and you can't keep that promise, be sure to communicate that and then stay relevant. Keep evolving, keep learning, keep watering. Remember that learning is watering. And we talked about value already. The value that Gerber gives is that the parents can depend on good food. The value that Marriott gives is that they'll have a nice, clean place to go. The value that Tiffany gives is that it's luxury and craftsmanship. The value that your small business offers, the value that JCOM Creations offers is that you can get support, you can get custom quality products, and then also serve with excellence, empower others, inspire, educate, uplift those you serve. Yes, they may be buying a tumbler, excuse me, but you can still uplift them. That custom tumbler uplifts them because it creates memories, memories that won't be able to be taken away. It may celebrate a special event, a graduation, um, a marriage, a birthday, a girl's trip. It's something memorable. And so it empowers them. Act with integrity. Be honest, be transparent, be dependable. Like I say, if something comes up, if you say that you got the 5-day turnaround and something comes up, with as much as within your power, keep your word. But if something comes up and you can't, be sure to tell others about it. Make an impact. Feel connected to your brand. Experience that creates connections. As I stated with the pastor's wife, she started off as a one-time customer. She gave me some things that she wanted, some ideas that she had. And whenever she just comes up with something, can you make this for me? This is what I have in my head, and she'll give it to me. And she likes that because she's never been able to just say, "Hey, I want this," from her personal experience. So we created a connection. She knows that she can depend on me in that. What kind of connection are you building with your brand? If you have that cake baking business, create a connection where people know that they can come to you. And when they come, that their birthday cake is going to be unique and stand out. Not only um, the design, but the taste as well. Create memorable moments and follow up. I had someone, well, we'll just talk about the pastor's wife. Excuse me. She had some custom items made for Resurrection Sunday, and I just follow up on her. How did the people? Well, we'll talk about more than that. We'll talk about um, their Father's Day. They had some custom items for Father's Day, and I just follow up. How did it go? Did the men like it? And follow up, and that builds relationships. So that's another thing you want to do with your brand. And growth. Welcome feedback. Listen to your customer. Sometimes, well, not sometimes, listen to your customers. If you get feedback, take that into consideration. Maybe it was a one-off. Maybe it was their perception and it was a little skewed. Or maybe what they said was really true. I helped a new business recently with their branding. It was they just recently opened, helped them with their branding. They started catering, and I did purchase something from them. And I told them I really liked what they did. Their packaging was so professional. It wasn't, sometimes when people think about small business, they think about, even though it may be something that is done in your home, but it doesn't have to look homemade. So their packaging was professional. It looked like something I could go to the store and get. It had the ingredients. It had their logo. It had their name on it, and then it had the ingredients, and it had a use by date. All of those things. So I went back and told her, like, look, I wanted to encourage her because they were just starting out, and encourage them on that, and told them, I really like that. And she asked me, she said they've been getting positive feedback, but was there anything that they could improve on? And sometimes we really need to ask, is there anything that we can improve on? If you get it in love, instead of someone posting something negative on social media, because again, that's where people go to get their information. They go to social media. So welcome feedback to help you grow and help your brand to expand. The most successful brands never stop learning, never stop leveling up. Feedback is not criticism. It is a gift that helps you grow. That's a nice way to look at it. It's not criticism. It's a gift to help you grow. Even on your jobs, they have employee surveys because they want to know, how can we be better? And when someone gives it to you, maybe it's something that you could do, or maybe it's not anything that you can change, but still take it into consideration. And we're winding up here. Legacy that lasts beyond you. When you're building your brand, you don't want to just build something just for you. Maybe perhaps you did start your brand because you're like, I just need some extra money, so let me start selling whatever it is that you offer. But then when you really look back and take it into consideration, that may have been part of why you started, but why did you choose what that was? I know people that started making memorial items because they had a loved one that passed, and they wanted something unique that they could remember the loved one with. Yeah, they needed some extra money, but when they dug a little deeper, it was that was why. So they wanted to offer that to others, not just for themselves, but if they felt that way, they knew that there were others that probably had that same experience. So they built it, but then you don't just build it saying, I'm gonna build this for me, and then when I'm gone, that's it. You build it for a legacy that outlasts you. So when you're in the process of starting your business, you don't want to just build it just for you. The athletic clubs, you want to build it so 20 years later, somebody that was on the team can come back and be a coach. Even if you're not doing it anymore, they can come back and be a coach and pick up where you left off and say, "Hey, this helped me grow. Being on this team helped me grow. It helped me to expand. It helped me to get my skills. Maybe they got college scholarships or whatever the case may be, but let it last beyond you. Don't build a brand. Oh, my battery's gonna go. Don't build a brand that just honors. Don't build a brand just for today, but build a brand that honors God and help keep people. Uh, it helps people and leaves a legacy that touches generations, not just today. And I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. My computer is about to die on me. Commitment creates change. So build a brand that is committed to what I will be. You make a commitment that I will be intentional. I will keep learning. I will take action. I will serve others, and I will finish strong. When challenges come, make sure you're committed to yourself and to your brand to do what? To be intentional, to learn, to take action, to serve others. So this is just some of the fundamentals of branding. I know maybe you thought them, come on and find out how to market, but these are all of the fundamentals that come along with branding. Before you even start your business, or if you started your business and you thought, hey, I didn't think about it enough, take time and go back over and rethink it. So I'm going to go ahead and let you go. Thank you so much for joining me today. This is Mary E. Williams. I hope that you found this information helpful. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe, follow, or whatever it is we do here. I am JCOM Creation on all platforms. It was my pleasure to present this today. And I will be giving more tips about branding. So remember, how do I go back? Just remember to be consistent, leave a legacy, be authentic, learn, grow, water your garden. You got your idea, you got your equipment, you got your learning and your consistency. Let me see, I'm gonna stop sharing. All right. So thank you so much for joining. Be sure to share, like, subscribe, follow me on all platforms at JCOM Creations. I am Mary E. Williams, the owner and creator of JCOM Creations, where we create what you imagine, and I am your branding strategist. All right. Until next time, have a great day.